What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be giving my review for Netflix's new Frankenstein. I know I might be a little late to the party. I didn't get a chance to watch it until last evening. I was kind of making it a big ordeal. I wanted the wife and I to watch that together. She's very gothic in that way, where she enjoys some of these stories here. So, man, this is my review for Frankenstein. Frankenstein, of course, is written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, one of the renowned famous directors of our time, known for Shape of Water, known for Hellboy, along with many other great projects. Pan Labyrinth, I have to throw that one in there. That's probably one of his best works. But this movie stars Oscar Isaac as the famous Dr. Frankenstein, and then we got Jacob Elordi as, of course, the creature, along with some other good casting. You had Mia Goth as, of course, Elizabeth, which is Frankenstein's sister-in-law in this movie, plays a huge part. And then a surprising casting from my part here is you have forgot his name, was like Normlander, but it was played by Christoph Waltz. I thought that was really cool. I love Christoph Waltz. If you've ever seen Django or Inglourious Bastards, I mean, just a phenomenal actor. And so to see him in this movie, I thought that was really interesting. And he didn't have a huge part, but his part that he played, I mean, I thought he did a great job. But guys, I want to go ahead and just get straight to it, man, and just be straight up honest with you on my take and what I thought about this movie here. First and foremost, the casting I thought was great across the board. Guillermo del Toro did a phenomenal job when it comes to picking the right people to play the characters of the story that he wanted to tell. Okay, so with that down, if you enjoy acting and you enjoy some great performers and people really hitting the mark and stealing the screen, you're going to enjoy this, especially Oscar Isaac's performance as the Doctor. Just true madness, genius, all wrapped in one, man. And Oscar Isaac, I mean, if this is not a true testament to his acting prowess, I don't really know what is, right? And then you got Jacob Elordi, who comes along as the creature. Now, from my understanding, I believe Jacob Elordi was the replacement for the creature, which was originally going to be played by Andrew Garfield. But from what Jacob Elordi done with the character, I thought he did a really good job. The character truly was, complex, sensitive, pure, dominant. He did a great job doing all the things that Guillermo del Toro asked him to do with this character. Now, getting to the basis of the story here, which we already know, the story of Frankenstein, right? You got a guy who is hell-bent on, of course, bringing a human back to life. He's a doctor whose life mission is to bring someone from the dead back to life. Now, I thought they did a really good job telling the backstory, what made the Doctor, what made him who he is today, with, of course, just an evil father, the loss of his mother, blaming his father for the loss of his mother. It will only motivate an individual to do some things, right? And so I thought they did a really, really good job telling the backstory of the Doctor, which brought him to the current state of madness that he is throughout this movie. Another thing, this movie was a little long. For my taste, the movie was a little long. I thought that it dragged in some parts, but overall, this movie is very good. I'm just being honest with you. Now, is this a movie you're going to go back and watch 100 times, 10 times? Hell, even again? Maybe not. But this movie is really good. This movie is really, really good. I really loved about the first 3/4 of this movie. The start of the movie was like, wow. was just straight wow. The monster comes through, ripping people apart. I mean, the monster is just, the action in this movie, when they show the monster doing the monster shit. I mean, he is truly terrifying, and he's truly terrifying, and you're like, oh man. And Camilo del Toro does such a great job with just the realism, just how it looks, and how to make this creature not only just somebody who came back from the dead, but make the creature a creature, you know. And I thought that was really, really cool. The way it dives you in, man. It grabs you right away. I thought that was really, really good. Now, as the movie comes along, there are going to be some parts where you're just like, you're going to question the decisions of these characters, or you'll just be like, that was kind of just cheesy. But overall, if you're just looking for a good experience, I wish I would have watched it in theaters. I think it would have been a little bit better, to be honest. But it was a good movie, guys, and it was great acting. I thought the pacing was well, except for the fact that it was about 2.5 hours long. There were parts that definitely I felt that dragged a little bit, and there were some motivations behind some of the characters that were just like I said, made for some questionable decisions, which you're just like, hold on, you're supposed to be a genius. What are you doing? Then there's a part which I'm going to get into some spoilers here, so I'm going to throw the spoiler tab up there. But you know, a lot of this story is narration. All right, so when the movie starts off, you have pretty much like a Danish ship which is stuck in the ice. You know, it's just stuck there. They're going to eventually probably freeze to death, most likely. Well, they find a man who literally has no leg, no nothing, and it's of course the doctor. And the doctor is like, he's coming to get me, the creature. So they bring the creature comes. They're and this is the best part of the movie, I think, is the very, very beginning. The creature comes, ripping everybody to damn shreds. You're getting shot up, gets pretty much to where I think he's dead. Not dead. Can't die. So, you know, he's like, doctor's like, man, he's coming back for me. He's coming back for me. He's gonna come get me. You have to give me to him. So it makes you think, man, like, well, what happened? What happened? All right. It almost kind of makes you think like, man, this creature is not like what he expected from his creation. But it was interesting in a sense because the movie really shows you who the true monsters are. You know, and I thought Camilo del Toro did a great job with really articulating that. And so the doctor, of course, is being held up with these Danish pirates, I guess you could not, or seamen, I guess you could say. And it's pretty much him going like, hey, you know, this is what happened. And so you get, of course, part one, which is the doctor's story, the doctor's perspective, and it really dives into the doctor's, you know, rise and his madness and his motivations behind what he's doing, the love he finds, the love he gets taken from him. I mean, there's so many cool elements to it from a story standpoint. You're like, man, this is really good. And like I said, the acting is top notch. You know, Oscar Isaac. If this movie didn't have Oscar Isaac as the main character playing this role, I don't know if it would have been as good, just to be straight up with you. And then you, of course, have the monster come along. Now, part two is the monster story. Now the monster comes along, and now he's telling the story to this. So I thought that part was kind of like goofy in a way, like they're literally just telling a captain of a ship, you know, their sides of the story. I thought that was kind of goofy how they did that. But besides that, you know, then it really starts giving you to the monster's, you know, perspective. And I really like that they did show the growth of the monster. I thought that was really cool. I think that was necessary. It shows the growth of, you know, pretty much when he's first created, almost like a damn newborn baby, and his evolution to becoming a man and finding love and being hurt and pain. I mean, it's a truly, how do I say it? It was definitely phenomenally articulated from the writer, and then told on the screen as well. I didn't like the ending. The ending was bittersweet, but from an overall movie standpoint, a little long, but very good. But very good. There'll be parts that you that won't like. There'll be parts that you really like. But overall, this movie is a good watch. And I do recommend, if you have nothing to watch, go and watch Frankenstein. Frankenstein is very good. It's Guillermo del Toro. It has his tone. It has his just his style, man. He has his own style, and I absolutely love that. Right, when you have a creative as wonderful as he is, who comes along and he adapts a particular project, you know it's going to have a certain style to it. And I think that's one of the great things about Guillermo del Toro. Now, just to get into, I did hear some points here where they said this could be his best film. I would disagree. I don't think this is his best film. But is it in his top 5 films? Oh yeah, for sure. I do believe his best film should go to Pan's Labyrinth. 100%. And then Hellboy always has a special place in my heart. I loved Hellboy. But guys, this is my review for Frankenstein. Now, if I had to go ahead and give it, 1 out of 5 stars, this is kind of what I like to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do I put it along the lines? I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Now, time will tell, as I watch it again down the road, who knows? It might change. But at the moment, watching it once, really kind of assessing it, and then, of course, telling you guys. 4 out of 5 stars. So, guys, that is my review for Frankenstein. If you haven't got a chance to watch Frankenstein yet, I know it came out in theaters, but now it is at home on Netflix. Go and check it out. Make sure you have time. This movie is 2.5 hours long, and you really want it to where it's a nice, quiet setting so you can really see and emerge for what's going on in the story that's being told to us. But, guys, I really enjoyed it. I hope you do as well. But until next time on Real Rumble, I'm out.